My personal take is that AI will take the job of people who don't understand AI, who don't have agency, who don't think for themselves. But as far as you have agency, you're safe. AI cannot fail you. The AI tools don't fail you. The only thing that can fail you is having lack of system. When you don't have a system in place, AI will fail you. Look at the prompt Sholafumi just gave us. It was so in like it's so if it was fully packed that you know that oh my god, there's nothing if you give AI that particular type of prompt, nothing like you can't get it wrong. And that's because she has been able to put system in place to actually make those things happen. You see, whenever I hear people say, oh, I've noticed that AI does not really work for me, and they are disappointed about it. I'm using cloud, I'm using ChatGPT, I'm using all these tools, and they are not working for me. Those tools are not the problem. Nothing is wrong with the tool. Because for you, you go to AI and just before you even hit send, you are not thinking about what you want. You just want to say, oh, AI is my friend. Let me just tell you what I want to say. AI is your friend, but not in the way you want to think about it. AI is you can make AI your companion, but you need to be the builder. In the end, you have to be the builder. AI is just going to be the companion that helps you get the result that you want to get to. So before you hit send, before you actually say, oh, what do you want? Always take a pause and ask what really happens when you open a tool. What exactly does this tool give? What exactly does this tool give me? What exactly am I looking for? What exactly you don't just you stare at the blank box and you start typing something vague. Well, of course, what you get back in the return is something a vague answer. And I get this a lot because when I work with founders, they're like, oh, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. Even when you have a paid version, you give it a vague question, it brings back a vague answer. And that's the truth. There's nothing you can do to fix that. One of the things you do random prompting, inconsistent outputs, you don't have a proper feedback loop. And because you don't have a proper feedback loop, you don't know what is working, you don't know what isn't working. You don't have a connection with the tools. There's no connection between, oh, this is what I'm using AI for at this point, this is what I'm using AI. Like you just have different random tools. Some of you come and ask AI your relationship problem. You don't have a part that you ask. There's a part of AI that you ask that kind of thing of. There's a part that asks about your career. You schedule those things separately. That way AI will work for you, not against you, not give you things that every other person is just getting. So it's not just random. Think about it. What would you say would describe your experience with AI currently? So the first thing here is you just prompt different thing every time. If you are like that, come out. I'm not attacking you, Lillian. I know how you feel. It's like that. All of us were like that. We've been like that for a very long time. Another thing is your outputs are inconsistent. The third one is I don't review or reuse what has worked. Do you even know what is working? Do you remember what is working? Some of you, the minute you get the first answer like this, you have left AI. You not even say, like Shola for me says thank you. Some of you don't say thank you. Some of you don't say thank you. You just go, oh, I think this is the answer. But in the end, what you give it was vague. And in the end, it's a large language model. One of the things that is very important that I talk about a lot is that you have to understand the foundation of something before you start using it. I know people who jump on every AI tools that come out. Every AI tool that come out, they jump on it. Okay, Awa said no, I don't even know what is working. You see, that's the thing. AI, you need to be sorry. You need to know what you are looking for to even get what you need in the first place. We have so many people saying number one, number two, number three. Like all these things are true. We are all like this at first until you become intentional about it, until you decide to make AI your companion, not your teacher. AI is your companion, is your companion. You are the builder in the end. You are learning from it because it's a large language model, but at the same time, it's not your teacher. It doesn't have the full answer. It doesn't have the full context. You have to always remember that. You see, I have done a lot of. I've done I've heard people say I've done it this way, or and it's working, or I got a prompt somewhere and it's working. The funny part is that even this prompt that Shola Fumi is giving us, some of you will still go ahead and use it the same way without taking control. There's a research that just came out recently about the people who have job are people who are using AI, but not directly. The people who have job are people who have agency, who are builders, who understand that AI is a companion, not the boss. You need to understand how AI works. Understand that in the end, it's just collecting information from different sources. And you need to apply those information. You only need to apply those information to your own context, to the things that you need to build, to the things that you want at that point in time. So you cannot keep becoming you cannot become obedient to AI. You have to think. When you become intentional about it, That's where you have agency. It's like scrolling on social media. Some people come on social media and scroll and forget that they are scrolling. You scroll for like 1 hour. You've forgotten that you are scrolling for 1 hour. But some people come online and they are very intentional. They go to some, oh, I have 3 people page I want to go to. I'm going to those 3 people page and I'm going to scroll for 10 minutes. And after that, I'm putting my phone down. Those are people with agency. That means you have agency. If you don't have agency, nothing changes. Now let's talk about the 5 practical stages of AI content system when it comes to content creation. These stages are called the ideation and research stage, analytic and learning stage, script writing and structuring, editing and repurposing, publishing and automation. And if you see some of these things, Shola Fumi has mentioned some of them. And I'm going to break some of them down as much as possible, but we don't have a lot of time. So please, can you go to the next stage, please? Like I said, this is going to be a very practical session. So let me ask you all something. Which part of those stages do you think eats more of your time or takes more of your energy? Is it number 1? Is it number 2? Is it number 3? Is it number 4? Is it number 5, guys? When I was putting together this session, I was thinking, should I come here and just give you guys AI tools? Because I have a repository of over 1,000 AI tools. Actually, more than that. I am not used to, I am still a collector. I collect AI. And the thing is that we've been seeing that I got the data early this week that they are launching over 50,000 AI tools every week. 50,000. Imagine how many of it do you want to test? That's why we all need to have system in place. You cannot be jumping on tools. So I understand if you have editing issues and you hear this content creator say, oh, use this tool, you go to it. And that one come and say, use that one, you go to it, because you don't have a system in place that is guiding you. So you are jumping on everything. Don't forget what I said in the problem at the beginning. The tool is not the problem. The tool is not the problem. You without system is the issue. Even when I give you 1,000 tools, do you know how many of those tools, how long is it to take you to test each of those tools? It's going to take a very long time. And you keep doing the same thing. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so we have ideation and editing. I don't even know about analytics. Yes, I know. I didn't know too. At some point, there was no time in my life where I knew analytics. I just do the things that come to me. Okay, so we have different people saying different things. Oh, the tool is not the problem. Yes, a system when you put a system in place, every other thing comes easily. And that's why the first stage is ideation. And I personally feel like this is the best part where I use AI a lot. And the reason for this is that if you have a system in place with ideation, it makes your life easier. It makes everything that you want to do move like when you have ideation, when you have the ideation right, script writing, editing, publishing, analysis, everything feels like, oh, I have a system in place. This thing is working because I've done this, or this has worked before I've done that. Okay, so we have people saying, yeah, shooting the video is the problem. The reason why you are feeling that way about shooting your video is because you don't even have a proper script in place in the first place. You don't have a proper ideation. Sometimes, when you have so many ideas, you'll be excited to shoot. You'll be excited to do these things because you already have those things in place. That's the thing. You don't have those things in place, and that's why you are moving around and you are not sure. So the conversation that comes up a lot for me is that when I work with creators, like people, especially people who are very disciplined and very consistent, when they open ChatGPT, they generate idea, they pick one, they script it, they film, they edit, they post, they do this thing every day. Especially these people that are very consistent, they don't do it from a place of, oh, I saw this somewhere, I want to try it. It's good to have ideas, but you need to have somewhere where you collate all those ideas and then pick one and try and test that thing. Is it working? Some of us don't test anything. We just keep going. Look at Shola Fumi, especially with that script that she had given us. That prompt she gave out was something she has tested and tested and tested. And that's why she was saying that there's no way you want to take that script to. It would always, like, she's sure about it. But you take that script now and you need to then make it your own. Not because what she has is not working, but that actually has something to do with her own context. Even when you change some things about it that fits you, it still might not work for you because you need to understand your context. You need to have like a system in place that helps you achieve all these things. Please go to the next slide, please. Okay, so let's talk about all these tools. Like I said, I have too many tools that I'm using, that I've tested, that I've seen people use, that I've had conversation. Way too many. These tools on this particular stage right now are tools that I live by. I use them a lot. Like, I literally use almost all these tools every day. Every day. The ones I don't use every day are the analytics one, because I don't check analytics every day for people, only at the end of the week. But almost all these tools here, I use them. But the difference is that I have a system in place. I have something I use ChatGPT for. I have something I use Claude for. You can see that some people use Claude for ideation. I don't believe it works for ideation. I think Claude works better for script writing. I also don't think ChatGPT is for script writing, because that thing just sometimes acts up. For me, it doesn't work. But in the end, I use Claude for that. So you need to put a system in place that works for you. For me, it doesn't work. For other people, it works. That's because I've put system in place that helps that happen. Another thing again is that I noticed that sometimes when you're trying to structure your scripts properly or structure some things on Claude, it doesn't work the way you need it to work. That's why I said, if you know what you are looking for, you'll not be rambling around. You'll not be doing different things. You would have like a direct point of thinking, and then, oh, this thing is not working, because you already have a direct point. You know where you are coming from. You're not just going around trying to find different things, and the first thing AI gives you is what you take. Sometimes the first thing AI gives you works, but you have to test, you have to iterate. That's the entire idea of this thing. In the end, it's your companion. You are the builder. You get to determine what is right, but you need to know what is right. You might not have all the answers, but if you have the proper foundations, those things would work for you. Please, let's go to the next slide. So guys, which of these tools have you used, or do you like, or do you enjoy using? I've seen a lot of people say Gemini for scripting is good. I've even seen people say if you're a black person, Gemini does not work for you. Like, different people have different opinions about these tools. That's why you need to remember that these things in the end, they are tools. They are not human beings. They are tools. I use CapCut for editing. I use CapCut a lot too. Everybody should, like, CapCut is the real deal, definitely. Claude for project, yes. Claude is great for projects. Now, the next thing here is this. Instead of trying to figure everything out at the same time, I've spent a long time building out the tool stack for myself. Like I said, I have a repository of over 1,000 tools. Like, all those things, I've tested them. They don't work for me. The ones that work, I stuck with it. The one that does not work, delete. Or like, I'll subscribe to something sometimes, or test out their 7-day subscription, or do free trial, all those things, just to see if it works for me. If it doesn't, I've moved on. I've deleted my account. I'm very fast in moving on to find something else that works. But the reason I've been able to get to that stage is that at every point in time, I have tested different things for different sections. So look at all those things that we just spoke about. What stage? What stage do you have right now? Do you need AI for? Don't try to do it for everything. Don't try to run after, oh, I want to fix all the stages at the same time. Try one first. Pick one stage. Is it ideation stage? Is it script stage? Pick a stage. After that, then try to work. So you don't need to fix all the 5 stages in one go. So guys, pick out a stage. What stage do you want to look out for right now? Let's talk about it. What stage are you trying to look out for that you want to fix at the moment? Oh, I use DeepSeek for scripting and CapCut for editing. What stage? Ideation, editing. We have ideation. Okay, guys, keep thinking. Just pick one stage. Try to fix that stage right before you go to the next stack. Like, some people, I've seen people say, okay, they spend a lot of time fixing one stage, and the minute they get that one stage right, they just move to the next thing. Does anyone here know Stephen Ballas, the Diary of a CEO? I think it was one of his interview that I was listening to sometimes last year that actually reframed him the way I think about these things. He was talking about how they have different teams for different stage, and those teams have different time that they spend on each of these things to pick, oh, this is what will work for us, this is what will work for us. Like, they test each of those stage out separately. But because we don't have a team, some of us have a team, some people don't have a team, you as a person, pick one stage, focus on it, try to build on that one stage at this point in time before you move to the next thing. The things that scales are not your tool, is the workflow design. There was a time last year that Mr. Beast released his process. It was like a 33-page document. It was so long. Like, just to shoot one video, it's not the process of the video, it's just the idea of it, the things that they talk about. It was such a detailed document. I'm pretty sure I still have the document. It was so detailed, and I'm like, how are these people so detail oriented? That's why they have billions. That's why they have so much money, because they were detail oriented about the little things. They pay attention to the foundation. So you ask yourself, pick one part, focus on that part for a lot until you get that part right before you move to the next stage, please. So, like, think about it. How are these leading creators? What are they doing differently? They are building systems before they think about tools. Think about the system you want to put in place first. They use their own human judgment as a standard. Don't forget, AI is just a companion. You yourself, you are the builder. Be the builder. Don't let AI take away the agency from you. Feedbacks drive their iteration. They use a lot of feedback. They spend a lot of time looking at feedbacks. Most of us just do things for the sake of doing things. We don't look at feedback. We don't iterate. It's like, oh, what is working? What is not working? Okay. Princess says pick one stage. That's the truth. Some of us, you can do it for just one day. If it's just so if you can do it for just 1 week, but make sure that you know that this stage is now working before you move to the next stage. Okay. Another thing is automation and do repetition. I want to break this down properly. The reason why Shola Fumi can be using that script properly is because she has put in a system in place. She has used her own human judgment to then focus on, oh, this is the standard. No matter what AI brings now, after with even with that script, she already has a standard. That script will all like she will always follow our own human judgment more than any other thing. And then she has used feedback to then iterate until she got to that prompt that everybody, you see, all of us wanted that prompt because she has iterated at every point, at every stage to get to that stage. And then automation, she has now automated that script to start working on its own without her having to do a lot of work again. But the agency is still with her. She has made AI the companion, but she's still the builder. You can see, like, you cannot just keep doing things and expect the same, like doing the same thing and expect the same results. You have to iterate, you have to do different things. Another thing then is the AI works inside a structured workflow. That's the only way AI works. You cannot, there's no way to make AI work in isolation. You need to have a workflow, you need to have a system and use that system to then leverage AI. So what do all those creators have in common, guys? That's the question. Number one, is it the talent? Do you think Stephen Barrett has a very big talent, or Mr. Big has one talent like that? Or is it the volume of their this, or is it system and standard? You see, even you can tell that it's a system and standard. Like, when you think about those things, when you think about the foundational structure of all those things, like, okay, if these people don't have this system in place, they cannot keep doing great things at every point in time. There was sometimes ago, Stephen Barrett mentioned how they test over 50 thumbnails on YouTube. Every time they post a new episode, they test 50 thumbnails. How many of us can people? Some of us don't even test 2 thumbnails. We just post. We just do. No, there's no testing. What they have in common is systems and standard. And the minute you can set that system, you just keep making it better. Systems compound. Tools, in the end, there's always going to be somebody was like, ChatGPT is the best tool. All these new tools that are out there. There's a new tool that came out last week that everybody was going crazy over. Is a like, don't let me go into that. Tools will always come down. There's always going to be new tools. Like 50,000 tools are being released every week. You cannot let tools be the issue. You will not go anywhere if you keep following tools. This is the typical workflow that I use every time when I'm trying to look at workflow. When I'm trying to create a workflow, when I'm trying to create a system, the first thing is clarity. I need to be clear on what I'm looking for. So think about the ideation stage. What are you looking for? Like Shola Fumi was talking about the other time. What is the pain point you are trying to? Oh, someone knows the move bot. Yes, we are talking that was it too. Like, he's raising a lot of money. It's a new tool. Everybody's going after it. Another one will come out again in the next couple of weeks. These things will keep going. We cannot go. We cannot. You cannot follow tools. You have to follow structure. You have to put a system in place that guides your work. So when we talk about clarity, when you have clarity, you can then move to structure. But all these things you need to be clear before you can get to structure. When you now have structure in place, then you cannot have AI to execute. You cannot use AI to execute. And then when that execution is working, then you automate. And then when you automate, you can then come back every time to review. I can bet that Shola Fumi has been reviewing at prompt every time. Like, she might not review it every week, but she has a time that she goes back to review it again. You have to keep reviewing. You have to keep reviewing. Okay, so let's break down which of those parts that feels the hardest right now. Is it clarity? Is it structure? Is it AI execution? Is it automation, or is it review? In terms of clarity, is it that you don't know what to say? Let's talk about that. Which part of it does, like, feels very heavy? Okay, the first one, which is clarity and structure. Yes, especially most of us have a lot of issues with clarity and structure. Clarity, okay, structure and automation. Yes, structure and automation. Structure, clarity, structure. How do we automate as process with Zapier? Okay, so this type of questions, now you are still thinking about the tool. If you have a process already, using Zapier to automate it becomes easier. But do you have a process that you want Zapier to automate? Do you just want to go to Zapier and say, okay, these are the if you go on Zapier right now, you see different templates of how to automate different things. But those things that you want to automate that Zapier already has, does that fit into your workflow? Or is it something that you use for 1 week and move on from it? Because that's what most people do. You use it for a couple of days and move on from it. Because it doesn't really, there's no system in place to manage it. You need a system in place to then manage all those things that you want to do. Please, okay, so we have structure and AI execution, clarity, structure, and review. So think about this. Tools will change, your systems will compound. But how do you then build a system that saves you, like that saves you, that doesn't give you headache, that makes your life easier? I put together a Notion template that would help you with that. Sean for me will share that now. So she's going to share the so can you present this, Sean, for me, please? And then we'll share the link with you guys so that you can go to it and then apply it. So in the end, the systems we have, like the systems we have in place are the things that would compound. That's the only thing that will compound. Tools will always change. The structure that you put in place is what will last. Those reusable templates per project or per content stream, those clarity that you have that would help you move things forward, that will help you learn that, oh, this thing is not working, or this thing is working, or if I do this, this will change, or if I do that, this will change. Those are the things that you can really hold on to. The tools in the end, nothing, like you can't really fix them. This is a workflow that I typically use. You don't have it's not so rigid, but at the same time it would help you gain, like you know where you are coming from. Sometimes when people hear clarity, they think it's something that is far-fetched or is a high mountain. It's just knowing what you want. It's just understanding what you want, so that when you don't get what you want, you can know that, oh no, I did not get what I want. When you hear all those big English, it becomes a lot. But it's because you don't know what you want in the first place. If you know what you want, it's easier for you to get it. um Tutu already shared the link to all these things, so it will be easier for you to walk through yourself. If you have any question, it's not something we can do on this call, but there are things that would help you use AI better. These are systems that would help you build a system that then goes that then help you push and build a structure or a workflow around the use of your AI tools. I'm happy to share. Okay, another thing then that I've shared is the AI stack. So this is the AI stack that I use personally right now. I've also shared the one that has all the things that I like, some of the things I've put together over the years, in terms of like over 1,000 tools of AI, prompts, over 2,000 copy and paste prompts that I've seen and I've copied. Like I collect a lot of things. So I think that's all for now.